What's up, you guys? Welcome to my unmade bed and my messy hair and my makeup under my eyes because I just took a bath and sweated half of it off. Here's the deal. I want to have a really honest chat, like really honest. And I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable. I'm feeling a little bit like unmotivated. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to pick up the camera and I'm just going to word vomit out all my thoughts, and hopefully somebody out there will relate to it. And it always makes me feel better to talk it out and share it with you. So here we go. So it all started, and yes, I am wearing my Troop Beverly Hills sweatshirt and PJ bottoms. So it all started, and also bear with me because I'm trying to get over a freaking sinus infection that just like won't go away. And so it's like hard for me to breathe. So I'm going to be like heavy breathing in this. So continuing the story, it all started many moons ago. No. Okay, Miley, focus. It all started after we got back from Disney World. If you haven't seen the vlogs of our Disney trip, I will link the playlist right up here. They are so good, so fun. It'll make you feel like you were at Disney World with us watching them. We had the greatest time of our lives. And ever since we got back, literally about a week ago, not a week ago, LOL, I wish it was just a week ago, a month ago. We're at the month point. Like, we've returned from Disney World a month and a couple of days ago, okay? And I have been on the freaking struggle bus hardcore since then. And I think it's because like we had so much fun in Disney, and it was like the best vacation we've ever had. Like, it was awesome. I loved every second of it. And it was a total escape for me. Total 1,100% escape for me from just like all my normal day-to-day anxieties about things and stuff. And it just felt so nice. Like, it felt so nice to just like let all that go, not think about it, not worry about it, not stress about it, and just like have fun, enjoy a fun time. And how lucky and privileged are we that we got to do that in the first place? Because I know so many people right now are still living the crazy realities of COVID aftermath, and don't have an income or aren't healthy or whatever. So I want to recognize my privilege up front that I even got that time to just kind of get away and forget it all for a little while. But I think it's made my re-entry back into the real world even harsher. And it's like a Disney thing to feel like you have a Disney hangover after you come back, and like it'd be hard to re-enter the real world. But normally that I like have like a bad week once I get back, and then I'm okay. I'm adjusted. But hold on, I gotta situate myself better. But and yes, that is a snow cone. That's where I'm at, you guys. But normally you like bounce right back after a week, right? No, it's been a month that I have been just like eating like crap, you guys, like horrible crap. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to like super restrict myself or only eat really, really healthy or like diet and lose weight. I'm kind of over that. And I'm trying to like accept my body in the way that I am for, what it is, and be okay and happy about it. But I say that I've been eating like crap because it's been making me feel like crap. And yes, there have been some weight consequences as well. But I will go maybe like one day or maybe like a half of a day where I'm doing super good. I'm drinking water. I'm making really healthy choices and like feeling super great about how I'm going to end the day and how good I'm going to feel. And then I throw it all out the window. Like, I throw it all completely and totally out the flipping window. Okay. So that's been going on for at least every other day for the past month. I've literally not even had one consistent week. I've maybe had 2 straight days streak-wise of doing good, what I call good, which is just eating healthy and not binge eating essentially. And that's all I've been able to maintain is just like a 2-day streak at best. And then I just like eat all my feelings. And not to mention, a couple weeks after we got back, I started getting horrible sinus symptoms and had like either a cold or a sinus infection, and it's just like been hitting me hard. It has not gone away. Like, I think you can probably still hear it a little bit in my voice. It's definitely gotten better, but it's just like those last few lingering symptoms that just like won't go away. That's where I'm at right now, and that's just super frustrating. And I don't know, I've just been super anxious, like about everything, like about every tiny little thing. And I kind of feel like I'm in this like weird holding pattern of like all the things. Like, I'm normally a super, super, super almost like uptight go-getter. Like, I have to get stuff done as soon as I possibly think of it. And like, I can't leave things undone. Like, I'm just like super crazy go-getter. But I get into these ruts sometimes, and it's totally my OCD. And people don't really realize this about OCD, but OCD can totally make you like freeze in the opposite direction as well. Like, it can make you feel so overwhelmed about all the things that you feel like you need to do perfectly that you can't do any of them. And that is where I am. Like, I've been procrastinating easy tasks, like not taking care of business on certain stuff. Like, for example, my upload schedule for YouTube has been horrible the past month. Like, I'm usually right on with 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like, I hardly ever skip. I've skipped more in this past month than I have in my whole year and a half on YouTube. And like, that's not, I'm not beholding myself to an upload schedule because, you know, I want to be a crazy big YouTuber or anything like that. I just love the hobby. I love it for myself. I love that it's like very goal oriented and very structured and scheduled. It's something I can consistently be motivated to do every week and follow through on. And so it just doesn't make me feel good when I don't stick to something I've committed to in the best way I can, when I'm inconsistent. So yeah, I've just been like very apathetic, very just like, I don't care, tired. I just want to like lay in bed all day. Like, it takes everything out of me to get up and get to work on time-ish. And I'm sharing all this not to be like, oh, poor me, I have such a hard life, because no, I have like the greatest life in the universe. And I hope that I'm conveying that message of I am extremely privileged. And I'm sharing all this because I just want this channel to be real, and I want to make sure that all of the good, fun, silly stuff that we show is also matched sometimes with the more real, raw, vulnerable stuff. And I also just personally, on a personal level, for me, like, that is the hardest thing for me to do. Like, I am an Enneagram 8, and I just put up all kinds of walls. Like, I don't like to ask for help. I don't like to let people in. I only trust a very small circle. I just am not good at being like, hey, here are my problems. Here's what's going on. Here's why I'm not feeling okay. And it's funny because when other people do that to me, I feel like I try my very best and am super intentional about making sure to be as empathetic as I can and like make them feel understood. And like, it doesn't bother me one bit when people share things with me about what they're struggling with. In fact, I like it because I feel like I can relate to them. But for some reason, it's just so hard for me to do. And I know you guys probably feel that too. But anyway, all this to say, I've just been struggling. And here is the epiphany that I've had, because I have had an epiphany. And yes, I'm sorry. This has just been the most horribly shot video in the universe. I'm just like all over the place. In my brain and in my bed. But here's what I'm realizing. I know this is going to sound crazy, okay? It's going to sound crazy, but it's true. So buckle up. Just kidding. It's not that dramatic. But I have never been to therapy. Never. how a girl gets diagnosed with OCD and does not get herself to a therapist, like, I don't know. Now, I will say, it's because I went the medication route, and my medication is awesome. It does a great job at helping me stay regulated. And if you want to learn more about my kind of OCD journey, I'll link the videos up here that you can go see, where I talk about how I got diagnosed and what it's like having OCD and whatever. All this to say, typically my medicine is enough for me. Like, my medicine is enough to help me feel regulated and help me just like exist and feel good. But it has just, and I've been taking it super consistently. I always take it really consistently. I never miss. And that's a routine I've had to really put into practice and, you know, build myself up to make happen. So I'm really proud of the fact that I always take my medicine now, because I didn't used to. It's been a journey, let's just put it that way. But when I take it, my medicine works for me. But this past month, I have just been feeling like, not that my medicine's not working, because I still feel like it is working. But like, it's like not enough right now. Like, something else has to happen. Like, something's got to give. I'm tired of this back and forth with my weight, and not because of the weight, but because of how it makes me feel, my health, like totally letting my emotions control my eating. I'm tired of feeling super lethargic and feeling like unmotivated to do things. And I'm just kind of starting to recognize that I need something different here. So my revelation has been, Miley, you know what? Sometimes it's okay to ask for help, and you can totally be a well-functioning, like put together, LOL, put together, look at me, a human being, and still need help and ask for help. And it's always a good thing. It's always a proactive thing to reach out and ask for help and try to give yourself the best chance you can to do better and be better. So that's what I am going to do. I think I'm going to try therapy. And for the sake of being real and vulnerable, I think I'm going to share the process on my channel, at least a little bit. I don't know what that'll look like yet, because honestly, I don't even know what the process of therapy is really like. Because like I said, I've never done it, but I'm going to look into it and I'm going to try it. Eric has done it and just really loved it and had a lot of success with it. And it's been really great for him. And so I think I'm going to give it a shot too. So I'm excited about it. I'm definitely like a little embarrassed that I've never been. Like, I'm kind of just like, oh, here I am after all this time, like 7 years with OCD or whatever it is. And, never been here, don't know how this works, being very vulnerable. What do I even say to you? So there will be a lot of awkwardness for me and it'll be hard for me to open up, that's for sure. But I'm also excited about like the kind of tools I can put in my tool belt and just like more coping mechanisms that I can get to help kind of quench my up and down trajectory. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this whole rambling video has been to say, sometimes you aren't doing great. And you know what? It's okay to share that. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let people in and open yourself up to criticism or embarrassment. I definitely don't want this to come across as like, oh, poor me, feel sorry for me, I want pity, because honestly, like that makes me cringe inside, because I don't need that. I don't want that. I'm not soliciting that whatsoever. In fact, if I ever thought someone felt bad for me, like I would be embarrassed by that. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but what I'm saying is I share all this to challenge myself to do hard things and share hard things, and I'm doing it. So anyway, I already feel better about talking this out with you. Thank you for listening if you've made it this far. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you posted. We'll see how it goes. I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!